BTS News Today.in. A world of entertainment that is always moving fast and full of dynamics. There is rarely a moment that feels so real and shaking like what just happened to one of the members of the biggest boy band in the world, BTS. Jungkook, the beloved magne of soldiers from all over the world, suddenly becomes the center of attention after a short video taken by accident goes viral and opens a door that has always been locked tightly. The video played a confession that shook the foundation of the relationship between the members and invited various speculations from the public. It all started with an internal event that was not made public. The event was an exclusive photo shoot and filming session conducted at a military location, where BTS members who were undergoing military service gathered to create limited content that is planned to be released when all members have completed their country duties. In a more relaxed and personal setting, the members appear more open to each other, showing their most human sides, not as idols, but as best friends, brothers, and young men who grew up together in the spotlight of the world. In one segment of the footage, a still on camera unknowingly captured a private conversation between Jungkook and another BTS member who was not directly mentioned in the initial footage. In a voice that sounded slightly shaky but clear, Jungkook was heard saying, "He's more than a friend." The simple but meaningful sentence immediately became a hot topic of conversation among fans and the international media. The less than 2-minute snippet of the video immediately spread widely on X, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and various fan community forums around the world. A reaction that appears so fast and massive. Many tried to decipher the meaning behind Jungkook's words. Who does he mean? Is this referring to one of the BTS members? Or maybe someone from outside the BTS circle who has been successfully hidden from the media spotlight? But there was one thing that immediately caught the ARMY's attention: Jungkook's facial expression in the video. He does not appear to be joking, not being theatrical, or playing with words. He looks sincere, even a little emotional. His tone is not the tone he usually uses when chatting in front of the camera or when flirting with other members. This is the honest Jungkook, who unwittingly opens his heart to the world. Through camera footage that should have been dead, the HYB agency office has not yet given an official statement on the virality of this video. But one of the staff, who declined to be named, said that this incident was completely accidental. The footage should be included in the internal footage that will be edited and selected before airing. The fact that the video was leaked reinforces the suspicion that there were technical omissions in the data security that has been very strict. Reactions from other BTS members were also noticed by fans. Jimin, for example, was seen uploading a story with a short but meaningful caption, "Some truths are meant to come out." Suddenly, the ARMY began to speculate that Jungkook's statement might have something to do with Jimin, given their closeness that never subsided even while in the military. The closeness between Jungkook and Jimin has indeed become part of the long narrative of the BTS members' relationship, which is often referred to as the Bond Brotherhood. But there are not a few who have read the dynamics between the two as something more intimate than just friends or brothers. Their interactions are often seen as warm, supportive, and filled with strong emotional closeness. This confession video seems to be the fuel for such speculation. However, it is not just speculation about who is in question that is in the spotlight. More than that, the public is now starting to talk about the human side of Jungkook, a young man who has grown up under the pressure of cameras, the demands of the industry, and global expectations, yet still harbors such a deep and fragile personal space. The phrase, "he's more than a friend," illustrates that Jungkook, despite all his fame, is still a man with real feelings. Some fans prefer not to speculate further. They emphasize the importance of maintaining Jungkook's privacy. "If it's a personal moment, it shouldn't be spread like this," said one of the big fanbase accounts from Indonesia. "We as an army must remain a protector, not a repellent." But for others, this moment is a long-awaited moment, the moment when the truth, whatever it may be, finally comes to the fore. Not a few voice support for Jungkook, whoever he meant in his confession. "If he's happy, we're happy too. Jungkook deserves sincere love," wrote a fan from Brazil. In a further development, the full video from the same photo shoot turned out to show several scenes that added to the fans' confidence that the person Jungkook was indeed one of the BTS members. There is one scene where Jungkook is seen looking at someone with a full expression of emotion and saying the phrase, "You know I always choose you, right?" That sentence, while it can still be interpreted in many ways, adds an emotional layer to this whole story. Interestingly, in several interviews in the past, Jungkook has indeed spoken about the importance of friendship and the closeness he feels towards those closest to him. But he always keeps the boundaries of his privacy, never refers directly to someone as a lover or someone very special. So when the phrase, "he is more than a friend," sounds so clear and sincere, the world seems to stop for a moment. Public discussion of the video has also spilled over into South Korean culture, which is known to be conservative in many ways, including relationships and orientation. Many felt that Jungkook's bravery, though unintentional, could open up new avenues for K-pop idols to be more honest and open about their personal lives. If Jungkook can show the real side of himself, maybe it's time for the Korean entertainment industry to start being more inclusive, said a music critic from Seoul. Even so, the pressure on Jungkook cannot be taken lightly. In a short time, his name immediately entered the trending in various countries, accompanied by speculation, theories, and even negative comments are not small. There are fears that the video could impact BTS's image or strain relations between the members. But so far, there are no signs that BTS's internal relationship has been disrupted. Quite the contrary, some fans see their interactions getting warmer behind the scenes. In one of the other videos released by Big Hit a week earlier, Jungkook and the alleged member in the confession are seen joking and laughing together on the sidelines of military exercises. The natural and fun interactions give the soldiers peace of mind that no matter what happens, their relationship remains strong and loving. Now the world is waiting for an official statement from HYBE or from Jungkook himself. Will he choose to discuss the accidentally recorded moment? Or will he let the public interpret as they see fit? Whatever the choice, one thing is certain: the confession is already a part of BTS's history that will never be forgotten. Not just because of its virality, but because of the emotional honesty that is rarely seen in a world so full of imagery. Amid the frenzy of virality, armies from all over the world continue to unite. They created various love and support campaigns for Jungkook with hashtags such as #WeLoveYouJungkook, #AlwaysWithJK, and #MoreThanAFriend that dominated the timeline. Fan art, video tributes, even digital letters continue to flow from all corners of the world. In each message, one wish is implied: that Jungkook knows he is loved not for his image as a star, but for who he really is.